This is Leonel Sanchez Lopez reading my poem, What the Birds Do. Over the screech of the morning traffic of Eagle Rock Boulevard, I thought I heard the rooster from my parents' backyard, calling. They lived close enough. It could have been. I'd been awake for hours, but was still in bed looking out the window, where a flock of red-crowned parrots skated through the blue. The Echo Park parrots, the Pasadena parrots, the Silver Lake parrots. Everyone wants to own the birds, yet here they were this morning, serenading me. They come and go, they came and went. In my dreams, I'm sometimes a chicken. I fly from one man to the next, hoping their arms are strong like guava branches, strong enough to roost in for the night, ripe with seeds. I'm malnourished in my dreams because there are no trees, just birds in non-stop flight and song. About this poem. Growing up in LA, we had a couple chickens and roosters in our backyard that lived under our guava tree. Sometimes I hear a rooster in the distance and I think of home.
There is one thing I am sure of. It's your love that I want more of. Can't go on without thinking about you. All the things you say and all the things you do. Can't help wondering what it'd be like every night. Can't help thinking that I wasted so much time. I believe in your love. That's the one thing I am sure of. Lord, I swear if I never make another dime, I'd be rich, 'cause I had you for this time. A bullfrog jumps from the side of the log, trying to find somewhere he belongs. Now he don't see what's on the other side. Could be his maker or just the end of the line. There is one thing he will never see: how to unlock the door to life's big mysteries. I believe it's your love. That's the one thing I am sure of. Lord, I swear if I never make another dime, I'd be rich, 'cause I had you for this time. I've seen love, what it can do. Now I know it's got a hold on me too. I believe in your love. That's the one thing I am sure of. Lord, I swear if I never make another dime, I'd be rich, 'cause I had you for this time. There is one thing I am sure of.
On September 14th at Lo-Fi Studios, just after the Cracker Camper 20th anniversary of their camp out, we're having an anniversary for FiSTOck here in Redlands, and it's going to be headlined with the VICTOR KRUMMENACHER'S Flying Circus and the Dangers, and I have Chris Williams' new band, and Jonathan SEGEL is actually going to play a solo set. So what this show's about is getting some of those pieces in place so you'll be ready after the camp out to come to FiSTOck. So this is a show about Victor and Jonathan and Greg, and let's have some fun.
Okay, funny story, then song, all right?
Okay. So he split. He went to these islands, where they make the whiskey, right? We're in Glasgow. We're gonna go to Germany the next day. Immergluck's gonna play bass for us, right? And we're gonna have a beer. It's the end of the UK part of the tour. We're on to Germany. So we go down to the hotel lobby at the airport in Glasgow, and we're drinking a beer, and they're like, you can't do that. You can't drink beer in the lobby of the hotel.
Oh, yes, I remember this.
So we go, okay, fine. We'll go out to the car. We'll go out to the van. So we go out to the van,
nothing really ever changes.
One of those Sprinter vans, which has like a sofa and then like a table and some chairs and stuff like that. And someone's like, hey, I got some pot. Great. We got an apple. So we carve a little pot. Yeah. So we're drinking beer and smoking pot and talking, like as one does.
Like last night. Wait. Anyway,
we're all sitting there rapping about whatever the fuck. End of tour, blah, blah, blah. Knock, 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 knock on the car, on the side door. We open up the side door, it's British, right? So it's like slide the door on this side. It's two bobbies. Full on like British policemen with their hats, notepads out. Notepads. They're like, all right, big puff of pots. All right, what's all this then? So they're like, all right, who are you? What are you doing here? Give me your names and names and addresses. And I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to spell this for you because I live in Sweden, so it's like, it's gonna be really weird. And they're like, right? So I start to spell like the name of the street that I live on this business. And then someone else is like from New York, and someone else is from Brighton and blah, blah, blah. And the cop is an old cop and a young cop, and the young cop is like, oh, we got him for smoking pot. Yeah, this is gonna be great, And the old cop is like, what are you doing in town? And we're like, well, we just played a show at, in town, we're a band. Well, where are you going to be drinking and driving now? No, we're going to Germany the next day. Well, where did you play? At King Tut's Wawa. Well, what's the name of your band? Emperor Van Beethoven. Take the Skinheads Bowling. My band does a cover of your song. The young cop was like, what? All right then.
Well, that trumps my story, so I'll just continue. But I will say this. Last May, Teenage Fan Club came through Portland, and I went to go see them with Scott McCoy. And I've known Norman for some time, and so Norman's like, come out and have beers with us tomorrow. So we went out and had a couple of beers, and they all wanted Camper Van Beethoven stories because they love Camper Van Beethoven. And I was like, well, that's interesting. But we knew they covered. Actually, you see the Michael Moore movie Bowling for Columbine. The version of Take the Skinheads Bowling in that movie is actually recorded by the Teenage Fan Club. So I knew that Teenage Fan Club were aligned. But then they're like, hey, they had this new bass player. I was like, he's really good. Why is he here? What happened to Dave? And I was like, well, Dave's playing with Bell and Sebastian. I was like, wow, Bell and I was like, they're coming to town in 2 weeks. I was like, yeah, I'd like to go, but it's sold out and I don't have a ticket. I was like, well, we can get you on the guest list. So I go and I see Belle and Sebastian and I go backstage and do their hellos and thank you, Dave, for the ticket. That was really nice. And then like, I don't really know these people, so I'm gonna leave. And I'm walking out the door and this nice Scottish gentleman holds the door with me and he's like, hi. And I'm like, hi. He's like, have I met you? I was like, no. I was like, I'm Stuart. I'm like, Stuart. He's like, are you in a band? I was like, isn't everybody in Portland in a band? And so we walked down the street. He said, what's the name of your band? And I said, Camper Van Beethoven. He's like, stops cold. He's like, we must talk. So it turns out Stuart was a huge fan of Camper Van Beethoven. And I was like, that's cool. And I was like, you know, David Lowery hates Belle and Sebastian, but I'm not going to tell you that. So it's just like, that. So it was very polite. And then he's like, you guys are in my memoir. I'm like, wow, I have to find your memoir. 2 weeks later, Camera Obscura come and play at the same place, Revolution Hall in Portland, and they're produced by my friend Tucker, and he's like, you want to meet them? I'm like, sure. So I go and meet Camera Obscura, and I'm standing there, and I'm like, Tucker's like, this is Victor, he's in Camper Van Beethoven, and this singer whose name I can't remember was like, oh my god, Camper Van Beethoven. It's like, what the fuck is going on with Glasgow, right? And so what she proceeds to tell me, and this is why it all makes sense, is that there was they're all, you know, maybe about 10 years younger than us, and there was this working men's club in Glasgow that all of these people used to go to, and they had 3 floors. The first floor was a Chinese restaurant, the second floor was the youth club, and the upstairs floor is where they play like Bay City Rollers or whatever, and the adults would party, right? So the kids had their own party floor, and they always knew that it was the end of the evening when they would play Take This Kid and Floor. And Teenage Fan Club and Belle and Sebastian and Camera Obscura all went to that
Vaseline.
Right. So that is why we are huge in Glasgow.
This next song I'm going to play is, which one should I play? How about Enough Air? This is from a record called Honey, which came out a couple years ago. Mostly an electric record, very little acoustic guitar, but I think that it can translate well. Let's try it. An empty room, chill in the air. There are a few clues showing who isn't there. All of those spots worn out by my stare. The salt crystals from dried tears spice my meals. They've been gathered for years as if everything is as it appears. I feel like I'm waiting, limbo never ends. Time is abating, it's dulling my sense, but it doesn't alleviate the suspense. Breathe a cold breath, blow it on out, waiting for you to come and end this drought. But I'm still without. Oh, I can still remember the day that you left, torn from my side. We were cleft, so I wait to stop being bereft. I feel like I'm waiting, limbo never ends. Time is abating, it's dulling my sense, but it doesn't alleviate the suspense. Ghosts in my home, but nobody's there. There is no sign. Well, there's no mail in the box, not even a card. The phone doesn't ring, there's not even a sound. No one knocks on the door and I know that it's you not coming home, so I'm still alone. I will show that I care, and with my last breath I'll be screaming life isn't fair if I have enough air.
Be the song. making a song. Smell it. Smell the lime. What does it smell like?
Hey, Greg, how you doing?
I'm good. How you doing, Chris?
I'm so glad that you're here at the Lo-Fi Lounge, and during this very odd year, I had the pleasure and was just the joy of picking up your album, your new album, Pure Gardens. It's an instrumental album. It's almost a rhapsodic in its intent. It has many ravines of lyrical beauty. When did you start working on this album?
I started recording this record with David Immergluck producing in 2010.
Wow.
He was like, come down to LA, get out of your comfort zone. Let's just, just come down here and let's just work. Cause he's done so much session work. He's just kind of got this black book, of all these people he meets and connects with. So when it was time, if he had an idea to bring someone in to do something, he just kind of call them up. They come down, session type things and just come in, and it's like so different from how I was used to working. It's like me and him, we complete our sentences, for me and David, when we're talking, it's really funny. It's like he's kind of like my musical confidant too. It's like he gets me. He knows what I'm trying to do. He's always got cool references. A lot of the stuff that he references, I might not be familiar with. It's kind of interesting,
Yeah.
Because he's a big fan of a bunch of, British blues stuff from the 60s and English folk rock and stuff. And
well, I probably have used Oh Well, a version of Oh Well,
right,
about 4 times. Right. How well recorded. It's just meticulous, the sound, more pure melodic acoustic lines that are just so, not only they're well played, but they are produced so well that some very, very fine touches that you have there just come right through.
I was able to get so inside of recording all that guitar stuff too. It's a Martin D28, and I picked up it's a really beautiful sounding guitar.
Yeah.
I kind of felt like when I was putting it together, it's like I really wanted to kind of show people that I'm capable of doing. I'm capable of doing these different things.
Right.
And especially as a writer too, like there's some stuff that sounds kind of bluegrass. There's some really folky sounding stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different styles. So I think I kind of intentionally went out of my way to choose these songs that were just, everything kind of represented a little something else. It's kind of funny because like David Lowery always said, oh, Greg's like such a chameleon. Like we play, our band does all these different styles. And it's like, I wasn't, I remember when we recorded Sad Lover's Waltz on the second record, 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'd never played country music in my entire life.
Wow.
I felt like I never quite sold my soul to that, you know, to those styles. So I'm always got all these different things that I'm doing. And what I really need to be doing is I really need to be sitting down and focusing on finishing the titles, getting the title of the record, doing all the stuff that you're supposed to do to get stuff out. And it's weird. It's like, I always want to be in the studio. I always want to be, you know, recording or playing, or I really wanted the titles to fit the vibe of the song. Like, that's the other thing too. It's like, oh, there's no lyrics to reference for a title. So I'm just going to make a bunch of random stuff. I couldn't do that either. I couldn't just randomly make stupid titles. Right. So I kind of felt like, man, it took me a little longer, you know, I really want these titles to somehow represent the vibe of the music. And it was like, it was hard. So, but in the end, I liked everything. I liked the way it worked.
Alley-oop! Go, go, go!
Cut it out! Line up! Get ready for your picture!
Hey, what's going on down there?
Didn't you know? Nabisco is making plastic models of us.
Oh, boy, then let's all smile. Everybody say cheese.
Never mind cheese. Say Nabisco Juniors.
Yes, say Nabisco Juniors, because only in Nabisco Juniors can you get free plastic models of the Spoon Men. Just place one on your spoon. Then you're ready to dig into Nabisco Juniors with the natural flavor and goodness of 100% whole wheat, packed with the protein you need to grow healthy and strong. Improved wheat protein. And Nabisco Juniors are crisp, crunchy, fit your spoon perfectly. So get Nabisco Juniors with this Spoon Man on the front and start collecting all 3 Spoon Men. There's one free inside each package of Nabisco Shredded Wheat Juniors.
I was born by the river, where it's paved with cement. Born by a river, where it's paved with cement. I used to stand in line on the bed and wish that I was so in there. One day it's gonna rain.
The Highland Krummenacher'S.
Not the Irish Krummenacher'S?
Scotch-Irish, too. Well, all across the nation, people getting together, clapping time, they thought. For many ideas, they form a single goal. Some people gonna benefit, others gonna sacrifice, but everything seems to be up in the air at this time. Everything seems to be up in the air at this time. Everything seems to be up in the air at this time. One day she's in a settled town. Everything seems to be up in the air this time. In my version, you get a solo of Greg Lisher. I've got some certain special feelings for you. I've got some certain special feelings for you.